welcome back. We have a new set of plants that we have to get into the ground here as soon as possible. So they are ready, they're lined up, and I'm going to go through them really quickly to tell you what we've got, and then we'll get them placed and hopefully all planted today so they're out of their containers. So to start with, we've got some, oh, why is this? It's creeping phlox, right? Yep, this is creeping phlox. It's pink. I was really trying to find some ground covers last time we were at the garden center, and this is a really good one in our area. It does well, and nothing really eats it, like bunnies, so that's perfect. This is gay feather. I really love it because it's native here, and it has a really nice height to it, so it's that spiky shape but taller. You can see we're very waterlogged right now, so we're dealing with a lovely infestation of earwigs right now, which is so fun. I'll deal with those in a second, and I'll show you how I deal with those. I have one yarrow. We are going to try it because we have really thick clay soil. I don't know how it's going to perform. You can see pollinators here. Unfortunately, they're wasps, so we're just going to give them some space. It's pretty thick, dense soil, so I don't know how yarrow is going to fare because usually it likes sandier soil. We'll try it. We'll give it a go and hope that it survives because I love yarrow. Lots of veronica, the bees and pollinators love it, so I have all different colors. I love it too. I think it is one of the coolest plants. So I have a couple of those that I'm going to put into both sides of the garden bed. We already have some planted. Some bee balm. It's got its first flush done, so I have to go through and cut some of these off, but you can see that some are coming in. Bees love that. Then we have some Nepeta. I love this again because bunnies hate it, so it is great to put in places that you just want beautiful color for long periods of the time without having to deal with any pests. Campanula, again, it's a beautiful little ground cover. It's adorable, and it blooms like this most of the summer season. It comes in a couple different colors, but I really love white. I thought it was just so pretty. And as far as I know, nothing's going to eat on this. We'll see how that goes. Now these, they're going to be a labor of love, just like the echinacea I have on the other side of the garden. I love these so much, but all sorts of things love to eat them. Bunnies love to eat them. Earwigs will eat them. Japanese beetles will eat them. So I just have to be on it and make sure that they survive. Because right now they're babies, so if I can get them established, they'll be okay. But right now they're a little bit delicate. Again, same kind of thing with the yarrow. This is Russian sage. Nothing's going to eat it, and it's beautiful, and it blooms for long periods of time. However, it likes drier, more sandy soil. I'm going to give it a go in some of our more well-draining areas and see if it likes it. I really hope it does. I love Russian sage. Then we have our alliums. These are the serendipity ones, so they're a little bit smaller stature, and they bloom a ton, and they stay in their bloom form from like mid-July around here till end of August. Got an astilbe because I have some very swampy wet areas in my front lawn, so these will be perfect in those areas. I have two more on the other side as well. Again, ground cover, I have some ladies mantle. This has not been liking the rain and weather we've been dealing with as much, so it just needs to get in the ground. This is one that I am not looking forward to taking out of the can because as we moved them, earwigs just poured out of them. So that's going to be fun. Okay, let's start placing them. Bumblebee. Bumblebee. It's a bumblebee. those are now all placed. I had kind of a reason for most of them. You'll have to imagine this being a path one day. It definitely will be, and it'll be gorgeous. You can see it right now. But up next to our path, we have our low-lying plants, so the ground covers that will hopefully spread a little bit through this area. The creeping phlox, that is a nice pink. We've got the lady's mantle, that is just beautiful. I love the way it catches water. It's more of that chartreusey, sagey kind of colored. Then we've got our campanula that adds the white detail that is so bright as it gets darker at night. Love those. And then eventually there will be more through here. Obviously some bare spots, still have to pick up more perennials, some more water loving plants for back there, and fill in this space. From there we move up a level to our medium sized plants. These are I would say less than 24 inches, most of them, in their max height, so they'll fill in this space nicely. We have our nepeta, which again I love and all the bees love, and then we've got our veronica. Again, you're going to see a common trait here of spiky and also pollinator happy. Speaking of, we are covered in bumbles at the moment. Then we go back to our back area where it's 20 to 24 inches tall, so we have our echinacea that I love, our gay feather, and then our serendipity alliums. And then all the way back here, that pea gravel that we weren't able to get fully out, it has now found its way into some of the soil, so this is much better drainage. So I'm going to try the Russian sage and the yarrow here. Hopefully they make it. If they don't, I do have backup plans, but I'm still going to pour some love into these to hopefully get them to agree with this space. Finally, we have the astilbe holding strong in no man's land, our flood zone, and hopefully it's happy here. It should be. I love it so much that I hope it is. And then back through here, all these bare spots, I need some more tall back area stuff. And then the rest is going to be shrubs through here, so some evergreen interest, some maybe hydrangeas. We'll see. They don't tend to like wet feet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to place them there, but maybe. And then through here, we're eventually going to do maybe something cool to help with water. Stay tuned. That we're coming up with ideas for that. Yeah, now it's time to get these into the ground. Those are all in. It's very buggy right now, so I'm going to try to make this nice and quick. For each of the holes, as I went along, I added some amendments, so some gypsum to break up the soil even more. It seems like a good time to do it. Some humate, so something to help with the clay soil, a fertilizer, and then a biotone starter fertilizer to get these all off to the best place they can go. And then we're going to be filling in those spots as we have time and I pick up more plants, and hopefully this can be a really full garden by the end of the season. For the next steps, we'll be hopefully adding some more plants, working on paths, all that stuff. So if you want to follow along with that, please subscribe, and I'll see you again later.